How's it going, everybody? This is Craig Bush Rocks. Welcome to my channel. If you looked at my thumbnail, I was holding some Doom games right here. I got a couple more Doom games sitting there in my little collection there, but we're going to talk about Doom: The Dark Ages. It seems like I've been reading news about and watching videos about the poor sales of Doom: The Dark Ages and stuff like that, and yeah, I'm kind of wondering why. I mean, geez, all the news going around between game keys for Nintendo Switch and stuff like that, and people are getting kind of ticked off about the physical copies of games and stuff like that. And when you get a game, you put it in there, it's only got a little bit of the bits of the game, and then you have to download the rest. And Xbox is pretty guilty of that. Yeah, it's pretty much Xbox is doing this, but at the same time, when if I want a game to download, I go on my Steam or something like that and download it and play it that way. I'm playing Doom: The Dark Ages on my PC. I'm using the Game Pass for PC, and I downloaded it on that, and so I can play it. Primarily, I would play Doom on the PC pretty much all day. But when it comes to consoles, people like to have a good physical game to put in there and play it. But there's patches and stuff like that. But initially, I'm installing right now Doom Eternal, even though I got the free version. It's included with PlayStation Plus. I'm installing this just to see. It's just got pretty much almost all the whole game on here besides the patch. This is downloading the patch for it, because there's like a patch something. It's been out since 2021. But then I'm going to install this one again. It's on my PS4 right now, but I'm going to install it on my PS5. But yeah, then, of course, the PS3 version of it. I'm going to go on my PS3 just to put it in there. I'm going to check out the size of it. And look at that, my PS1 now. But, they talk about, hey, how come we had low sales? People are complaining about the gameplay and stuff like that, about being too slow when you kill something. But I thought the game was alright. Can't be too perfect, I guess. I don't know. I thought the game was pretty cool, but people like that fast action gameplay. When you look at the original Doom, you get out and just start killing. This one didn't do too good because of how slow it was, but it's still a pretty cool game all alone. It was it wasn't a dumpster fire. It was all right, but I think the biggest issue is when you purchase a game, especially on the PS5, and you put that game in there, and you got to download the whole game. That talks to the server, and you got to download the whole game. That don't gel with a whole lot of people. That's not cool. But yeah, but that's kind of one of the reasons I think that the sales are kind of poor right now. But it don't help out being on Game Pass, from day one, to PS5 to Game Pass and everything else. So if you got Game Pass, you can play it. So they only look at the metrics of the Steam numbers and stuff like that, but they're not looking at the metrics of the Xbox or the metrics of the PlayStation. But yeah, I could say one thing is player count's gonna probably be pretty low. No one wants to buy a game and have to download it. If that was the case, they'll just buy it and download it. And personally, if they're going to do that, I'm not going to buy that physical version for the PS5 until they put the whole thing on the disc. Maybe they'll have like a Game of the Year edition of Doom Dark Ages for PS5, and the whole thing will be on the disc. Then maybe I'll buy it. But I will play it on the PC because my Steam account's got a lot of games. But right now I'm doing it on Xbox. Eventually, I will probably get it on Steam. I want to see how it plays on the Steam Deck. So I'll play it on that, but I'll find out if it's got Steam Deck capabilities, and then I'll get it through there and stuff like that. But that's, if I was gonna do non-physical games, I would do it on my PC. I wouldn't do it on consoles. Consoles should be for physical games only, which is the problem with Nintendo. They only got 64 gigabyte cards and a key card. That's all you got. I think the original Switch had 32 gigs, I think 8 gigs or something like that, but you were able to put physical games on the original Switch. Switch 2, why couldn't they go 64, 32, 8 and stuff like that. Why couldn't they do that? Help people out. No. Switch's got to do one big card and that's it, and it costs too much money. In the meantime, discs cost, well, that's in my console. Disc costs like probably a nickel to make and put the game on it. Problem with discs, they get scratched. So yeah, it's a up and down situation for both, for cartridge and disc. But that's the benefit of cartridge too. When you put it in, the game starts right up, which is nice. You still got loading times even on the PS5 when it comes to a disc and stuff like that. That's why they try to copy it all to the hard drive or the M.2. But yeah, it's something I wanted to talk about yesterday, but I didn't have time to do the video because I was too busy playing Dark Ages. Let me turn this on real quick. Hopefully it stays on. My battery's almost dead on it. But yeah, just kind of a quick little rant about Doom: The Dark Ages. I don't think it's a bad game by any means. If you got a PC, play it. If you got Game Pass, play it. But hold your money. I mean, don't go buying on PS5 just because you got a PS5, unless you really, really want to play that game. I hate to say it, it's like just go buy the digital version on the PS5 and download that. Save the space. All you're gonna get is a case and a disc that says that you can download the game. Because if those servers ever go down, that disc is pretty much worthless. But yeah. But alright, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Comment down below. Do you agree with me or disagree with me? It don't matter. You can comment and let me know in the comments. I know my stance on physical games and stuff like that. And, you know, between PC and consoles, PC should be just digital. Consoles should be physical, plain and simple. You can let me know in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll check y'all in the next video, everybody. Fun times. Fun times indeed. Oh, I gotta get some batteries. Bye.